Hello, my name is Rachel, and I'm here to tell you about a few exciting releases coming out June 28th, 2016. The first one, actually, I just finished a couple days ago. I got an ARC from NetGalley, and I am so glad because it was such a tremendous book. It's called Before We Go Extinct by Karen Rivers. Now, the first thing I noticed about this book was the cover. I thought it was like, oh, it's cute, it's kind of in the shape of a shark, like I'm gonna like this one. But it is not a cutesy book. It's pretty deep. It follows the story of a boy named JC who is nicknamed Shark Boy because he's obsessed with sharks. He's just lost his best friend, who's referred to throughout most of the book as the King. And it's basically the story of his grief process. And it is just, it's hard to explain how well it's portrayed in the book. You feel the grief. You understand how traumatic it is. Just the way it's written. For instance, there's a couple of times throughout the book where the sentence starts and it ends, and then it starts again and then it ends. It's like he can't find a way to word what he's trying to say. And it's just, I think, a perfect way to relate this grief. And I love that it's about teenagers, because I think often we forget that teenagers do go through tough things like this. And I mentioned in my actual review on my blog, I'll link it down below, that it hit kind of close to home, and it definitely did, since it's about teens. And a running theme in this book is, did the King fall off of this high beam, like 42 stories in the air, or did he intentionally fall? So it's that question of, did this teenager try to kill himself? And I actually had a student at the beginning of this year who did end up taking her life, and I just think this is such a powerful book. The whole time I was reading this, I felt like I could relate just with my experience, but I'm just thinking how powerful this would be for teenagers to read when they're going through the same thing. To see that grief is not linear, it's not easy, it's not clean cut, and it doesn't make sense. It's a process, and it's kind of, it's dirty work. You just got to work through it, and that's what this book is about. Sharky goes to stay with his father for the summer off the coast of Vancouver on this little island, and he's dealing with his father, who's, he has some issues with, and his father's new family on this island, and it's just, everything comes back to this grief process. And I just think this book was just so amazing, and I think this would be a wonderful, wonderful resource to have around, especially if you have a teenager, or even an adult for that matter, going through a grief process, especially dealing with a suicide. Just to see that it isn't always easy and clear, but there is hope, and that you may not ever get over that loss. You're always going to carry it with you, but it will get lighter and easier to carry. And I just can't say enough good things about this book. I love this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. The only thing I think I would have changed about this book, or there's some pieces that I felt like weren't necessary to the story, and it almost kind of took me away from the story, so maybe taking some of those out, but that's it. I love this. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I think you should definitely go read it. Next up is one that I have not read, but I am so excited for. I think this is going to be a huge thriller out this summer. It's called All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. It's an adult mystery. Goodreads hints that it's similar to Girl on the Train and The Luckiest Girl Alive, which kind of caught my attention. Right now, with several ARC reviews, it has a 4 out of 5, which sounds really good. And the thing that I think that is most exciting about this book is that it's basically a mystery told in reverse. It follows a girl, I think her name is Nick, and her best friend went missing 10 years ago. And her boyfriend, her brother, and several friends in this little group were at the center of the investigation, and she moved away from the town after her friend went missing, and now she came back to, I think it was like to take care of her father or something. She came back for some reason, and all of the people that were involved in the original disappearance, or at least questioned regarding the disappearance, are still there, and they've all kind of moved on with their lives. And within days of her coming back, one of the members of that group goes missing. So now that's 2 girls from this little tight group within a 10-year period. And it is told backward from the second disappearance back to like I think that maybe the first disappearance. I'm not sure how far back it goes, but it's told backward, which I think sounds really interesting. I'd love to see how that goes. I think this is going to be an amazing read for this summer. Next up is a book called The Bourbon Thief by Tiffany Rise, I think is how you say it. This is an adult romance mystery, and right now it has about a 4.3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And this sounds like an awesome read. As far as I can tell, this follows the story of this rich bourbon millionaire who is kind of romancing this mysterious woman, and it turns out she's not really after him, she's after his $1 million bottle of bourbon that was the first bottled by this Maddox bourbon family back in the day. And it turns out that this mysterious girl has ties to this original bourbon family, and the tagline that caught my attention was, it was something like, the Maddox clan has bourbon in their blood and blood in their bourbon. It's like, what? So I think it's just going to be one of those like crazy thrill rides. So I'm excited. This sounds awesome. Next up is 100,000 Worlds by Bob Prowell. And this just sounds like a very unique book. It follows the story of Val and her son as they trek across the country from Los Angeles to New York, stopping at these Comic-Cons along the way before they reunite with their estranged husband/father. And from what I've read from the reviews, it seems like there was some reason why they separated the husband and wife. And they used to be co-stars in this kind of cult classic sci-fi television show. And now they are trying to reunite. And again, they stop at all these Comic-Cons along the way, and I think all of the regulars at these science fiction Comic-Cons really become key players in the world of Val and her son along the way. And this just sounds like such an interesting read, especially with so many Comic-Con type events around the world. I just think this sounds like a really interesting read. And right now it's got a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, so that seems like people are enjoying it to me. Next up is Since She Went Away by David Bell. I'm very excited about this one. This is going to be an adult thriller, and again, it's really I think going to be a really big hit this summer. It follows a character who was supposed to meet her best friend at a restaurant for like lunch or something, and she arrives late, but when she gets there, her friend is nowhere to be found and is really never heard from again. And she's kind of feeling guilty and, you know, paying attention to media reports and internet searches to see if she can find anything, and her friend is just nowhere to be found. And then suddenly her son's girlfriend also goes missing. So it's just delving into this mystery of these women that go missing, and I just think it sounds awesome. I believe I'm going to get a chance to actually meet this author later this week at a book signing, and I'm excited to pick this book up. And lastly, we have a nonfiction title called The Nordic Theory of Everything in Search of a Better Life by Anu Partanen. And this is basically a nonfiction work of a woman who used to live in Finland, and she has now relocated to the United States as a citizen. And while adjusting to life here in America, she realizes that Americans could incorporate a few Nordic ideas to maybe make our lives a little easier and less stressful. And I think that's just a great message. I think overall, obviously, I think America's a great country, but I think generally we're a lot more stressed out than some other countries and very centered on work as the main part of our lives, and I think that causes a lot of undue stress. So I think this sounds like a really cool read. Anything Nordic really kind of draws my attention, and I think this is going to be a fun little read. So those are some of the books I'm excited for coming out on June 28th. Which ones of these are you excited about, planning on reading? I'd love to know down below. And if you would like to share any books that you know coming out on this date as well. Please link that down below. Also, if you like this type of video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you. It'll alert you to when I post new videos, and that is all I have today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and you enjoy all of your new reads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.